Ciao, this is Esther.
Alfred here.
Of You, Me, and Sicily. Hope you guys are having a great day. And before we go anywhere, I just want to say, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to my Alfredo. Happy birthday to you.
You know, Esther, I was born during the Truman administration. Harry S. Truman is when I was born. A little bit long on the tooth. I'm 72 today.
And 72-year young.
Honestly, I feel 72.
You don't.
No, I don't. I don't feel
You don't
72.
look at the
I
guy
thank the good
still
Lord
does
for help.
10,000 steps a day, eats beautifully.
I thank the Lord for sending Esther into my life at this late stage of my life. It's been 8 years we've been together, and she's really rejuvenated me, so to speak, and I'm happy about that. And I just hope I could, kick around to irritate her for another 15 years.
Come on, stay with me to break my balls a little bit longer.
All right. So what are we doing tonight to celebrate my birthday?
Seriously, we're going to have a great dinner, and we're going to show you highlights in just a little bit. But boy, it's been scorching hot all over Italy, 110 degrees, record-breaking temperatures.
I saw a flock of pigeons that was so hot they were walking.
Not only are you brilliant, but you're also so funny, so generous, and what else can I say? That was a good joke. Anyway.
Suave, debonair.
Yeah, all that. Can we go to Acitrezza now?
Wait a minute, before we go to Acitrezza, if it looks a little bit different today, on the broadcast, I want to thank you folks, because now we're using a new high definition camera to go along with our high definition microphone that's also hooked up to our high definition computer, all thanks to you. So we're getting good equipment over here, a little bit more every single time, and I want to thank you for your generosity in helping us support our projects, whether you watch our programming or whether you donate to GoFundMe. It's really nice.
Or your community member.
Or your community member, especially. What is a community
I'm actually
member?
kind of curious if this does look different. I got to tell you, Alfred, it was so awesome going down to Acitrezza and the festival of San Giovanni Battista, first time since 2019. What a crowd and so much enthusiasm.
I think that you shot the best video in high definition of this festival that we've ever filmed. And do you have any of it for them?
Oh yeah.
Where do you see this?
Before the statue of San Giovanni Battista came out of the church, there was a little bit of a reenactment on how they fish swordfish here in Acitrezza. A bit of a comedy and lots of drama. And as people were gathering over here by the marina, the porta, they were dancing with some music, and it's just so heartwarming to see people excited to have this event since 2019. So enjoy highlights.
Mingusa umilci, și ghilu subiect, che vă faceți scapare. Disgrațiate!
Oh, he caught the swordfish, the fish espada. Here we go. And there's the victory dance. Giovanni Grasso, he does the Centro Studio of Acitrezza, and he does the live streaming here of the event. And why is this event so important for the people of Acitrezza?
Yes, Atrezzotti love San Giovanni Battista because this is a very old story. It's about 300 years ago. I Trezzotti,
the
people who live
Acitrezza.
here, yes, people who live here, change the saints. In the past, it was Saint Joseph, and after the earthquake of 1669. It was changed in St. John the Baptist.
Because St. John the Baptist saved the people of Acitrezza?
Yes, and because St. John the Baptist is loved by fishermen. Yes, it's really important. Fishermen and his wives pray St. John the Baptist to save his lives.
In fact, there's a statue of St. John the Baptist straight ahead over there, and he's always overlooking the people and the boats of Acitrezza. Wow, folks, look at that. 300-year-old tradition.
Yes, not in this form, because...
of course.
Yes. And from 22 years in Acitrezza, we stream the fest to
the world.
Show in the world. Yes, Trezzotti.
Trezzotti! It's the first time I ever heard this. We are Trezzotti.
Yes.
Aspetta, saluta tutti.
Bye bye. See you in Acitrezza.
Bravo. You know, Alfred, I'm always learning something new here in Sicily, and I didn't know that Saint Joseph was the original patron saint of Acitrezza, and since 300 years, it's St. John the Baptist. So, viva San Giovanni Battista.
San Giovanni Battista is the patron saint of a lot of towns in Sicily. There's an enormous one going on
in Italy.
In Italy. This week also in Giardini Noxus by Taormina. They go crazy over there too. But you know what I was going to say as just one thing? I think it's funny when you saw the guy flapping around in the water there.
They use ketchup or something.
He's supposed to be a swordfish.
Look like blood.
He's supposed to be a swordfish that got caught, right?
Yeah.
It's hilarious. It's a guy.
Pesciumaru. But it was so interesting listening to them also speak in Sicilian. Did you understand anything that they were saying?
Yeah.
You did? What were they saying?
The guy that was talking said, nobody's going to understand anything that I'm saying because I'm talking in Sicilian.
Funny. All right. The other thing I want to show you guys is a little bit about our Alfred Zappala's birthday primo dinner. Enjoy this. 7. All right. Look at this. What do we have here? We have agnello, which is lamb. We have some chicken over there. Salsiccia. What else is that? Veal over here?
On a shingle.
On a shingle with lemon. Alfred?
I like this meal. It's a good meal.
This is one of our favorite meals here in Viagrande.
The only thing I know about a shingle in the United States for food would be what they call shit on a shingle. This is not shit on a shingle.
This is good stuff on a shingle.
This is good stuff.
Honey Bunny, happy birthday. I hope you enjoyed this.
I'll give it my best. That's all I can do.
All right, take one bite. So people always want to have a bite. And of course, look at what I got.
Ouch. right, I'm gonna have a bite.
And here we are in Viagrande. Okay, Al, go ahead.
I'll have a bite of the lamb.
You know, this is one of the meals that we have when we come here to Piccolo Mundo on our tours.
Mountain lamb, Esther. These guys were on Mount Etna just a little while ago. Bop away.
Bopping away, right?
Yep.
All right, honey, buon appetito.
Grazie.
Buono.
Life is good.
Life is good. Love you, honey.
Love you, Sicily.
For a starter, look at that.
This is insalata mista with the mozzarella, tomatoes,
Pinocchio,
0
fennel.
kilometer tomatoes. Great salad. Great
What do you want to
salad.
say on your birthday?
I want to say, don't anybody get me a shovel. That's it.
Stop it. Some exciting news. We got 4 deposits in for our October tour, October 4th to 14th. And so we have 2 more spaces open.
So we're sold out for September. The whole month.
Boom.
Boom. The whole month, okay? October, we have our first 4 deposits. We wanted to keep it small because we're going to be, we don't want to have another back-to-back crazy month. So I think 2 more people will be all set.
Yeah.
But at breakfast this morning, we decided we're going to do a Christmas tour like we have the past 3 years.
And if you go to our website, www.youmeandsicily.com, the 2021 December tour is there, and it's going to be pretty much the same dates, pretty much the same tour, and we'll have that up there in just a few weeks.
If you want to come around Christmas time,
But definitely message me to reserve your spot. And we're not limiting it to 7. We're going to limit it to 14 to 16
that'll
max.
be a good one. And then the other thing, we're just finishing up our numbers for our big May grand tour, okay?
And we should have a
We're in the
price
final
pretty
edits
soon.
of the numbers right now to get the prices from all these people. It was crazy, but we just really haven't had a time to put it together. But by next week,
We promise.
we'll have it. I know there's a lot of people who want to send in their deposits.
We already
and
have
so
10
forth.
people, 10,
We have-
10
yeah, we
posts
have-
are blocked. Yep. The other thing, this heat. Oh my God. It's going to be 110, 114 in some places in North Italy. Very, very hot. Record-breaking heat here. And where you're watching, is it hot there too? Let me know. I
Esther,
saw record-breaking in a lot of places. My sister Bernadette said that it is scorching hot in New York City.
that's a consideration when we're talking to Nancy Moranto and Jerry and all these other people. The location of where you select to live in Sicily is crucially important because the interior of Sicily is always 10 degrees hotter
But Al,
than along the seaboard.
But Al, Sicily is doable enough that if someone chooses to go inland, like our friend in Enna, Cecilia,
Milano, my pal. I like
right?
that woman.
She's in Enna, and I know she travels around during the summer and goes to the coast. So it's very easy
Well,
to navigate. It's
you
a
know,
small island.
I
Even
would
for
say
us.
for Enna, wait a
Even
minute.
for us, honey.
I would say for Enna, that's a little bit different because they're high. And if you're high up that mountain like they are, obviously it's cooler.
Yeah.
But the plain areas between Catania and Enna, and then the plain
Province of
areas
Caltanissetta.
between Enna and Palermo,
and Caltanissetta.
and then all the way down to Caltanissetta, and also on the west coast, it is hot. You have no idea how hot it is.
Yeah, July and August are
Scorching hot.
tough months here in Sicily, that's for sure. But, already they're starting to talk about dangers of some fires, man-made fires, unfortunately, but also some natural fires. So it's going to be an interesting summer, and we're experiencing a little bit of a drought. It's like every time, everywhere. History repeats itself for sure.
Very interesting story in the newspaper this week. For the second time, there was a double homicide. This one was in Acitrezza, and it was with a farmer who shot and killed 2 20-year-old kids from Catania because he caught them, as they say in the law, in pare delicto. That means in the act of stealing his citrus crop, his oranges. So the guy killed them both. Now, the
Very
basic rule,
sad.
the basic rule is in under English common law, but also under French and Italian common law, is you can't use deadly force to protect private property. So unfortunately, Esther, this guy will be charged with murder. And it happened about a decade ago where another farmer did that, and he shot and killed 2 people, and that fellow was in prison for his life. And it's been causing for a lot of interesting conversation on the newspapers, the other comments in the newspapers about that. Some people think that he should be able to protect it, others don't. Obviously, in my view, I don't think he should be able to. So that was a very interesting story.
Alfred, really an interesting discussion about the right to protect property. But can we move on? Let's move on to Sunday in Sicily. Earlier today, I went and shot a bunch of video at Reitana's. Enjoy this here.
Check out the colors you're going to see.
You know, Sunday is one of my favorite days here in Sicily. It's so fun to go out and about, see what everyone's doing. Of course, we're not going down to the beach because it's going to be packed, especially in the summertime. But I'm going to take you to a little piazza and do a little bit of fruit and vegetable and who knows what else shopping. Buona domenica. I wanted to show you the scene here this Sunday at the piazza in Reitana. Now I'm going to take you to some fruit and vegetable and cheese vendor. Buona domenica. Wondering what everyone is standing by? They're trying some local ricotta, vero? Buono. With a little bit of cheese. Got all types of sausages, all local products here at the stand. And look at that, you can try a little bit of something. Little snack, there's vino locale and all types of cheese and olives. Also some honey. And over here we've got the local fruits. Chelsea, of course, mulberries in season. So are the Nespoli and the cherries. So Sunday morning, people come here from all over to buy their local goodies. Of course, lots of people just came from church. Let's see what this guy has. Looking good, all local products. There's the zucchini. Peaches are coming out. This is definitely the season also for cherries. Here we are in the main square over here at Reitana. This is called the Reitana Corner. And this guy over here is just selling lupini beans. Look how gigantic these are. Right from his truck. Buongiorno, buona domenica. Got a little music going on. Earlier there were some more people having lupini beans out of a box. Look at that, even some paper products. There you go, right out of his car. Paper and plastic products. All right, let's see what this guy is selling over here. Oh, and here's some babalush. Anyone try this?
Babaluch.
Babaluch. Four corners here, always busy, but particularly on a Sunday. And these vendors over here are open 7 days a week. Obviously it's Sunday, so he's going to close a little bit earlier. You know what that is over there? Sicilian cucumber. Citrangolo. And look at this collection of cherries. Bada bing, bada boom. $2.99 a kilo. If you've watched our videos before, you've seen us come in to this little place, Salvo's place. Garlic is definitely in season. Basilico, look at the size of the mince. And remember this back here? He has the farm back here. He grows most of the stuff he sells back here. Buona domenica. There you go. A little peek at paradise here on a Sunday in Sicily. Hope you enjoyed this little video. Make sure you hit the like, subscribe to our YouTube channel. All right, Al. So what are you going to do for your birthday? Your birthday week.
My birthday week. Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do today is I'm going to have a little silent moment for the Korean War veterans. For those of you who were out there in the Korean War, today is the anniversary of the start in 1950 when the North Koreans and then ultimately the Chinese crossed the 38 parallel in a very hidden war that still had about 50,000 deaths in it. Which
God
led
rest
up
their
to,
souls.
God rest their souls. And I always think about it because it started on my birthday. And you want to hear the funny thing about it? It actually ended on my brother Tommy's birthday on the 29th. Yeah, 2 years later. But that's when MacArthur was down there, and General MacArthur.
that.
He ended
I'm
up getting
D-Day.
fired by President Truman. What?
I'm D-Day, June 6th.
D-Day.
I'm D-Day.
Yeah.
You're a Korean War, and your brother too.
If you hear
Something
any-
about June.
If you hear any bombs going off right now,
They're
it's because
fireworks.
there's been fireworks nonstop because of the Feast of San Giovanni for about 4 days. They just randomly blow them up. I think it's hilarious.
No, they're
But-
still celebrating it.
Yeah, one other thing I wanted to talk about that was kind of interesting was they, and I think it's kind of stupid. I want to know what your opinion is. One of the big stories in today's paper was that they closed down a field of marijuana. It was 13 guys
They
got arrested.
confiscated
They confiscated what? How much? 600,000 euro.
about 600,000 of marijuana, and outside of Catania.
Right.
And it's not the first time. It's not the last time. Drugs are a big problem
Wait
here
a
in
minute.
Sicily.
Let's stop, okay? My view is that marijuana has always been that marijuana should be legalized and taxed. Everybody in Sicily smokes marijuana. Now look at
And
how the
those
monies
hemp
have been
stores.
pouring into the
Those
coffers.
hemp stores are opening up all over the place too.
Who?
The hemp stores.
The hemp stores. And look how the monies have been flowing into the coffers in the United States, or in those states that have legalized not only marijuana, medical
agree with you
marijuana,
100%.
but also recreational marijuana. These people over here, if they had a brain, because a lot of the politicians, they don't have a brain, they have nothing inside, they would legalize it and tax
It'll
it,
never happen.
and it would do two things.
It'll never happen in
It would
Italy.
put the mafias and their illegal drug trade out for marijuana, not for
Al, I agree
amphetamines
with you
or heroin.
100%.
But they have to get into a little bit the 21st century. Marijuana and its use has been around 50 years, since the 70s. It's not going to go away, and to throw somebody in jail and to confiscate all their money because they're growing marijuana, to me, is ridiculous in this day
Al,
and this age.
it will never happen in Italy. Period. End
Right.
of sentence.
People
Look
say-
how long it took
Right.
for divorce to be passed here in Italy. It'll never happen.
People say, well, it's a gateway drug. Well, if you're going to use that thinking, then milk is a gateway drug to alcoholism. I don't know of how many people have
Slippery
died because
slopes.
of a marijuana overdose.
Listen, this debate
And I'm
can
from
go
the city
on.
of Lawrence,
Listen,
Massachusetts,
this debate
where
is
guys
as-
my age, we used to smoke them by the silo, okay? We
listen,
grew up like that.
This
That's
debate,
ridiculous.
you can have this debate forever and over and over and over again, but it'll
What?
never happen in Italy. Debate has been. We can.
I'm not that
we can
sure. I
rehash.
think-
Listen, we can rehash this debate over and over again. I still don't think it'll happen in
I'm
Italy.
just giving my editorial comment because, hey, I'm 72 years old now, and I'm an old geezer, and I can open my mouth, and I can give my opinion.
And
my
they're
opinion
right.
is, just like we talked about the garbage last week, I gave you my opinion. I have opinions about a lot of that
Oh,
stuff.
he sure does.
And you want to
He
know
sure
something?
does.
So what?
Do you have a final thought?
Well, I'm only fooling around, by the way, just so you know.
Do you have anything else to say? 'Cause you
Here's what I
always
do want to say, is that someday, mark my words, someday, June 26th, that day,
Will be a holiday.
Be Alfred Zappala Day. Guaranteed. Jimmy Ingram, I know, would celebrate it.
Hey, do you guys know Alexa? You know that little thing that you have and you can tell her to play music or ask her what the temperature is or something about history? He actually went to Alexa and said, "Who is Alfred Zappala?"
And she said, I don't
know.
And I said, you
How
slut.
not?
Anyways.
On that note, thank you so much for watching. Have a great day, and thank you for your support of you, me, and Sicily. Ciao.
So Benediga, God bless.